is unacceptable. This action should not be taking place in our city. We are better than that. Louisville is much better than that. JCPS is better than that. So I call upon everyone, anyone who saw something, say something.
The impassioned plea today, right now, from the JCPS superintendent, that was Brian Yearwood, calling for an end to the violence after a teenage girl is shot at a West Louisville bus stop this morning on the way to school. Outrage over the violence, the attack at what's supposed to be a safe place is something we've seen more than once in the past 5 years. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Connie Leonard. That shooting happened around 8 a.m., sending students running from the bus stop for cover. The shooting happened at a bus stop on Beech Street in the Park DuValle neighborhood near Wyandotte Avenue.
Now, we do have team coverage for you in this developing story tonight on WHAS 11 News. Alex Dieterer is there talking to people in the neighborhood. We're going to check in with her in a moment. Meantime, Ian Hardwitt has been covering this since it happened this morning, telling us exactly how it happened.
So, Ian, neighbors saw a car after they heard those gunshots?
That's right, Connie. They say after the gunshots, a car sped off from the intersection. There were bullet casings left on the ground right behind me. This is the scene as you see it right now, and there are no police here anymore, although they were just here an hour ago as kids were being dropped off from the school bus this afternoon. The city also sent the Office of Violence Prevention out here. They've all left. It's quiet. Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins is still here. However, she's been in touch with that teenage girl's mother and says she's still in critical condition. But that means as of right now, she's still alive. I talked to a couple mothers down the block earlier today who say they're going to be driving their kids to school from now on.
My adrenaline's still running. I got chills all over my body still.
Tiana Crawford was walking her second and third grade kids to the bus stop on Beech Street. Then she saw the flashing lights. Neighbors told me it was a drive-by shooting.
My kids are very shaken up. They heard gunshots, but to see a crime scene at their bus stop is totally different.
A teenage girl was rushed to the hospital after being shot near the intersection of Beech Street and Wyandotte Avenue around 8 a.m. Louisville Metro Police called her wound critical.
It's very frustrating, even for a teenager. This affects not just that child and that family, but it affects all of these kids.
This is tearing us apart to see this happen. But we will work together to ensure that we put a stop to this.
LMPD flagged bullet casings near the intersection. Evidence marker 8 shows where the girl walked down the street after the gunshots.
Up until about that light post where she realized she was shot and she dropped.
Mayor Craig Greenberg sent the Office of Violence Prevention to the bus stop.
This afternoon and in the days to come, along with enhanced security.
Parents here want LMPD patrols at the stop and more around the city.
You don't just have high schoolers, you have babies.
Kanisha Wilson sent her fourth grader off to school today.
The world is unfair. Sometimes it's not safe, but you got to keep moving. That's why I asked him to, do you want to go to school or do you want to stay home? But he wanted to go to school.
On Tuesday, there was a girl who couldn't make that choice, instead having to fight for her life in the hospital. One more thing neighbors told me is that as those gunshots rang out and that one girl was shot, there were some other people nearby who did witness it. They dropped their school bags, they ran, and they were screaming. It was a terrible scene out here, but as we heard just a minute ago, that girl is at least still alive.